Okay. All right. I'm gonna send this text message out to these phones.
Where is your record button on this camera?
It's right there, Rashay. There's a big red circle.
Circle. Um,
Okay, so we are live.
Yay.
It is about to go down. About to go down. I'm actually excited because I like doing them. I like doing them.
Yeah.
It's like more fun.
Yeah, I think so. I like watching lives too.
You do?
Yeah.
Maybe we should go live on Instagram too. I'll figure it out. All right, welcome, femmes, back to another episode of Femininity by Rachel V. Welcome, everyone. I have a new guest. Her name is Miranda.
Hi.
Hello.
Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
So, femmes, as you know, this is the second podcast interview that I've done for the year. I was going to do all of my podcasts virtually, but I had to check people out. So Miranda checks out. So Miranda, tell everyone who you are.
Okay, so I am from the Poconos in Pennsylvania. I have an adorable little boutique up north.
Yes, it's so cute.
Yeah, and that's just what I do. I love fashion. I love having fun. I love my girl time. And that's it. And we had the pleasure of crossing paths. And I'm just super happy to be here.
So this episode is called New Friends, New Money.
Yes, make money together.
New friends, new money. And basically, everyone always has this thing where they're like, no new friends. Yeah. I happen to think connecting with people, making new friends, making new relationships, that brings on the money.
It really does.
I think so, because you have different people from different walks of life, all of those things. And it really helps, because correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like people that you know from a long time ago, or they've been in your space for a long time, sometimes it gets a little stale where they don't want to see you. They can't see you past where they knew you from.
Right.
You think so?
100%, 100%. Because I noticed with myself, when I start growing and doing better, people always have that negative energy to throw at you. And it's like they just want to keep you down instead of building you up and rooting for you. And it's like, I've always had a problem with that. You know what I mean? I've always been the positive person in somebody else's corner. So
right.
Definitely.
So Miranda, what's next for you? I know you're here.
I'm here.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. What's up?
Oh gosh, Miami is amazing. All you femmes who haven't had the pleasure of coming to Miami, you have to come to Miami. It is just, oh my gosh, it's like a whole nother world. There's so much opportunity down here, and I'm just excited. My mind is going crazy with ideas.
Right.
The opportunities are endless down here, and I'm super excited for the future. I have no idea what that has, but it's going to be great.
Yes, I know it is. First of all, you're always so super pleasant. Every time I see you, always so super pleasant, smiling. She's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So, that helps being here in Miami, because Miami is just a gorgeous place.
Oh my gosh, everybody's beautiful. I was just having a conversation. I'm like, when you go out to a restaurant, everybody's beautiful. I'm sure the dishwashers are beautiful too.
Everybody is beautiful. Everyone, everyone is so gorgeous. So listen, what is next for you? Tell us what's next for you. Tell us. I want to know more about your business, because I know you are a serial entrepreneur. So tell us from where did that start from?
Oh gosh, I mean, I went to college for fashion merchandising.
Oh, great. I know
And
that.
I did not graduate because I just started pursuing other things. I had
Mhm.
moved to New York for college, and then
Mhm.
I ended up starting a family. And midway through college, I just put everything on pause.
Okay.
And I feel like everybody, well, the majority of women
Mhm.
who do that and they do start a family, everything just falls off and you forget to focus on you,
Yeah.
and you do let yourself go a little bit. So it took me a few years. When my son was about like 5 or 6, I was like, what am I doing with my life?
Right.
You know, I have like
Yeah, I can hear you.
okay.
Yeah.
I had I don't know, a moment where I said I need to do something. So I ended up going back to school.
Okay.
And I've always loved health and wellness, and something about massage therapy spoke to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I absolutely love massage therapy.
Okay.
And I worked at a really great world-renowned destination spa of the
I
world.
love it.
We were at a top 5
Tell us
list
about
of
it.
the world.
What spa was this?
This is Woodloch, the Lodge at Woodloch Destination Spa. That's in Pocono, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
It's an amazing place. Like, you walk in those doors and you walk into another world. Like, you forget about all of your problems.
Nice.
So I loved it. And I still love massage. And people ask me all the time, are you still massaging? I still keep my license just in case I want to. But I had to dive into that to realize my physical issues. Like, I have a lot of health problems too.
Right.
And inflammation issues and all of that tied into, do I want to keep drinking wine and relaxing in my time and still massage?
Let me get a sip of my wine real quick.
Or figure out a new path. And it brought me back to fashion. And then COVID hit, and it was like an epiphany. Like how COVID hit the world, COVID hit me in a way. You need to open a business. Like, something just sparked inside me, and I said, I'm gonna do it.
So you started your boutique in COVID?
Really? In the beginning, maybe like 3 months into COVID, everything was shutting down. And I said, like, I go out shopping, and like, I'm with my mom, and I try to get cute things for my kids. And I'm like, what happened? COVID attacked fashion too. Like, this isn't, you can't go anywhere to get anything cute. So I said, I'm going to go back into my passion. And my passion is fashion.
Well, that's pretty ballsy to open up a boutique in 3 months into COVID. Everyone else was like,
I know. It's crazy.
What's going on? And you was like, look, we got to get this done.
I did. I'm an impulsive person by nature.
I love it.
But I'm also a Capricorn, so I do thoroughly think things through. Love Capricorns. We're like practical, but we're great.
Rashay is a Capricorn, so she's very impromptu. She's jumping and doing whatever she wants to do at any given moment. So I get that Capricorn energy. Like, it's so funny. So Miranda, tell the femmes more about the boutique, the essence of the boutique, everything about it. Because there's so many different layers to the boutique. It's not just a boutique.
It is. All right. So it first started in this tiny little space in a small town. And it was just women's clothing. And I was like, let me start small. And I don't know how it's going to go. Some bags, some shoes, some women's clothes. And I always kept in mind my demographic up there. So people don't like to spend a lot of money.
Okay.
So
they're cheap.
Yeah, they're cheap.
They're cheap.
They're cheap.
Little cheap.
So I was like, let me see what happens.
Okay.
So I just ran around all over the place that I could and found fixtures from different stores going out of business, and that's how I budgeted. And I really did do this on a budget. Like, it did not cost me a lot of money to start up. And the day before I opened was when I went public with it. And by public, I mean, I put a little post on a little gated community page on Facebook.
Okay.
And I said, new boutique in town opening tomorrow.
Okay.
And this was like 9:30 at night. And so the next day, I was so busy, I couldn't even go to the bathroom.
Really?
I was so busy. And I could, like, it makes me even want to cry to this day, because I just can't believe, like, something told me it's the right choice. And I never once sweated about it. I was like, just do it.
You manifested that shit.
I did. I manifested it. Yes. And, like, I don't know. I'm intuitive, and I've always felt like everything's going to be okay.
Okay.
I've always had that. Like, It's going to be fine.
It's funny. I talk about this so much about manifesting. And for me, the best way for me to manifest is for me to get rid of any kind of like vibration, any kind of negative energy. And then I can really focus and zoom in on what I want to see my future. Like actually what I want to see. Because it's hard to manifest something when you have blockage.
Right.
So it sounds like you knew exactly what you wanted to see.
Yeah.
But also you have a story.
Yeah.
Like you have a when we were talking, your story was amazing to me.
Oh my gosh, I have so
Tell
much.
us a little bit about. I mean, come on. The
Not
Gems
so
wanna know.
much.
Talk. We here.
So I don't know. I was always a free spirit. I feel like I should have been an Aquarius. I'm on the cusp though.
You on the cusp?
I am on the cusp.
Yeah.
But I was always a free spirit when I was a teenager. Definitely gave my parents a hard time. I just ran around everywhere. I modeled for a little bit, and I just couldn't get like that free spirit out of my system and work ethic. So I had a problem holding down a job. I couldn't do 9 to 5. I couldn't do what other people told me to do because I'm very stubborn.
Okay.
So I had to learn the hard way. I picked a hard road. Went down a pretty dark path for a few years. And then by the time I turned 20, my parents looked at me and they were like, pick a college and go.
Okay.
Like, they were tired.
Like, sis, we sick of you.
Yes, they were tired. God bless them. My parents are amazing. I put them through hell. But I picked a community college in Brooklyn. And I got, out of all the places in the world, they were like, I said I'm going to Brooklyn.
Okay.
And they were like, whatever.
They probably didn't give a shit. They probably just was happy to get you out of their house. They probably was like,
right. So Brooklyn was like, oh man, that was such an experience. I went to college there for a little bit in Kingsborough, and I ended up meeting my life partner, the father of my children there, and we started a life. And then I just got distracted, and Miranda was put on pause.
Right.
Because I got so wrapped up in, I got to make him happy, and I have to do what's right, and I have to clean the house and this and that. And it's wild. Like I sit back and I'm like, how did I let years of my life go by?
Right.
Sitting back trying to make someone else happy, and they weren't worried about me being happy.
Yeah.
And like it takes a long time for us to. Some women never get out of that.
Yeah.
Like
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's a struggle, but I've been through so much.
Tell us a little bit about your struggle and what made you wake up and say, listen, I can't cater to your ass. Like, this is not going to happen anymore. I can't do it. How long did it go on for? Because a lot of the films, like, this is therapy for them. It's therapy for me too, because we talked. I've been through some things, and the films have been through some things. The text messages that I get from them on a daily basis, it's like a lot of us lose ourselves in our relationships, and we begin to identify ourselves and become like, use that as a validation. Like, oh, I have this relationship.
Yes.
Oh, I have this marriage. Oh, I have this person that I share kids with. And it's just like, what about us? Like, tell us about,
without getting
losing
too
yourself.
detailed, my relationship was very toxic and up and down. Though I love him, I will always love him. He passed away this year in 2021.
Okay.
Which was really
sorry
rough.
to hear that.
Thank you. And like so many mixed emotions. It's been a roller coaster because for a long time I thought that I hated him, and I didn't. I was just resentful because of putting the expectation on him of, you have to love me the way I need to be loved, even though that was bad of him to do the things that he had done. That was also selfish of me to expect someone to change who was incapable of changing and loving me the way that I needed to be loved. But with that being said, rewind to me being pregnant with my last child, with our last, she's going to be 3 soon. We had a big blowout fight when I was pregnant with her.
Okay.
And I went I went through a really rough time.
Right.
Like, I went through bankruptcy. I lost everything. Like, when I tell you I lost everything, I lost it all. And then that's what woke me up. And I was like, what am I doing?
Right.
I'm still loving this man, head over heels for this man, would do anything for this man. And look what I'm going through.
Yeah, right.
So that's what really woke me up. And looking at my kids every day, like my son, and bringing a new baby into the world. She's so gorgeous and full of life.
She really is so pretty.
She's like, oh gosh, she's I don't even have a word to describe her, but she's perfect. And I didn't want her to grow up looking at my lead in the situation that I was in and think that that's
because they are looking at us.
Right.
Yeah, they're looking at us, and we are their examples of what a mom and what a woman and what a good person is supposed to be. And it's like, if you're like sad, depressed, like feeling sorry as hell for yourself, it's like they see all of that.
Right.
That's definitely one of the things. That was one of the breaking points for me. I didn't want my kids to see me being sad or just going through anything that wasn't healthy.
Right.
And I don't want them to think that that's ever okay.
Right.
It's not okay for anybody to, cultivate or, nurture something that's unhealthy.
Right.
It's not okay. So we're going to get out of the dark side. And how did Miranda get herself back? Like, what did she do to say, you know what, this is a wrap?
It's, oh man, like I started getting there. I started when I went back to school. So I went back to school, and I went for massage. I didn't go back to school for fashion merchandising. I was like, I thought that was done, and I was meditating every day, super spiritual, like in touch with my spiritual self like never before. So I thought it was just all about massage therapy and wellness and everything. And then I went through my physical challenges, and I was like fashion hit me, and that started. It started then, but I still wasn't happy.
Okay.
Because I realized that I had that cloud over my head of my relationship.
Okay.
So as crazy as it sounds, it might sound horrible to some of you femmes too, that after he had passed away, it was like something like the chain broke.
Right.
And I still love I love him. Like, I can't say that enough. I will love him forever. But what was holding me back, the cloud was like gone.
Right.
In a sense. And like, it took the grieving process was for a while. Like, I'm still grieving it, of course, but something changed, like something clicked.
Something happened.
Yeah.
And you were released.
I was released, and I looked in the mirror, and I did my makeup every day, and I put my outfits together, and I went out, and I was like, yes. And actually, when I went, you know what, my first experience was in Atlanta, Georgia. I went to America's Mart to get some stuff for the boutique.
Okay.
And I was just loving the energy. Atlanta's so cool.
Okay.
Walking around Atlanta, I'm like, this is life. Like, this is everything right now. Like, I've been sleeping on myself for way too long, and it was just like, I don't know, crazy phenomenon.
It's a wrap, bitch. Yeah. That old bitch is a wrap.
Right? She's old. Miranda's gone.
Old. I don't know who that lady is. Goodbye.
Yes, new Miranda is here to stay.
Right. I love it. So what's in store for you now?
Oh gosh. The opportunities are endless.
So me and Miranda have been kind of snooping around.
Creeping around town. I've been strolling the streets of Miami trying to figure out what's the next business.
Around.
Yeah.
We may have something for you femmes soon.
Yes, definitely.
I also want to encourage the femmes, like, having and creating new relationships with other women. I know that it's like always this like stigma about, meeting new people and inviting new people. Like, Rashay even has a new girlfriend that's over here all the time now. I think it's really good to, let energy be drawn to you. Whatever energy is like, it feels good to you. Yes. It doesn't matter how long you've known the person. It doesn't matter, if, know a person that knows a person, just figure out. Right.
But I wasn't ready for it. And
Right.
like you just something has to be inside you that clicks. And when
Mhm.
that clicks,
Mhm.
you're ready. Like
What suggestions can you give a woman that feels lost, that feels defeated, that feels like I am like by myself, doing this by myself? I don't have the energy, I don't have the courage. What would be your advice
do
to
what
give
feels
that person?
do what you think is selfish, what people tell you is selfish. Like if you know, get up, leave the kids with a babysitter, go take yourself out on a date. I just took myself out on a date. I went on the Ferris wheel last week, and it was one of the best dates I've ever been on in my life. I love me. Like, do that. Do that. Like, we don't do that enough. And like, we get guilted into taking care of ourselves. Self-care is not selfish.
Right.
Self-care is important, and if we want to be the best version of ourselves, go out, take yourself out, put your best outfit on, do your makeup, take pictures of yourself. Like for the longest time, I don't like being in the camera. I don't like taking selfies.
I can't tell.
No, like it like I'll take a nice
Your
picture, but impromptu pictures when I'm in a group of people, I'm like, oh, like I don't like it. But get used to it. Like, just love yourself. It's okay. Like, people still tell me I'm selfish because I'm doing what I'm doing now, and really I'm just trying to build my future for me and my kids.
Right.
And a lot of people don't like that, but their negative energies, their hatred, and their jealousy, and you cannot let that stop your life.
You can't listen to anyone else's opinions about what you want to do with your life. Like, you have to make yourself happy first. Like, you come first, then everything else follows. Obviously, you know, the creator comes first, our God, our Lord. We are grateful for waking up every day, but you do come first. And that's really the highest form of love, is like just putting yourself first. Tell us, Films, your rituals for waking up every day. And then I was like,
my rituals for waking up every day. Okay, aside
we need a good one. So everybody needs good ideas.
I mean, I have to stretch. Like, I have to do a little bit of yoga in the morning, and if I don't do it, my day is so messed up.
Really?
Like today, I didn't do yoga, and everything was going wrong. Like everything was going wrong.
Are you self-taught?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Yes, I'm self-taught, and like this started from my physical issues. So I realized that like I have spinal issues and this and that, and stretching every day, just that was one of the only things that helped.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just I do my yoga, slap some cold water on my face before I do my yoga, and I just breathe, and I close my eyes, I listen to the sounds around me, and I just breathe.
I love that.
Yeah.
So my ritual, I have a good little long one, right? I wake up at 6. And I just look. I just look up. I wake up at 6. I just look around me and just kind of look around. And then I drift back to sleep. Yeah. I take another little nap. I drift back to sleep, take another little nap. Then I get up. When I get up, I just let my body wake me up. It can be between 7. It can be between 8. I just let my body wake me up. And I just get up out the bed, put my music on, and my meditation music, and I just breathe. I just take that time to breathe and just like clear my mind, clear my head. I don't look at my goddamn phone because, you know, if you start looking at your phone, if you start looking at that phone, as soon as you get up, it's a wrap.
It is. Like, I just told myself like 2 mornings ago, I woke up and I picked my phone up. I'm like, bitch, put it down.
Girl.
Put it down.
I looked at my phone around 12 today. I didn't look at it really, and I was like, I'm so glad I did not pick, because if I would have picked my phone up at 7 when I woke, I'd have been mad at what I saw. So I was like, you know what? I'm so glad I have adopted that rule not to look at my phone until I complete every single thing that I'm doing. So then, like, after my meditation, I make my bed. I love making my bed.
Yes, that's another thing. You gotta make that bed in the morning.
You gotta make that bed.
Make your bed, forget it.
I love to make my bed. Like, I love to get out of it, make it up, make it nice and neat. Yes. And, you know, it's like my first accomplishment for the day. I tell everybody that all the time. It's like my first accomplishment for the day is making my bed. I love to see my bed looking nice and pretty. I just like stand back and look at it and be like,
Yeah, I got my shit together today.
If I ain't do nothing, I made that bed.
I know that's right.
If I ain't get nothing right today, that bed was made.
Yeah.
And then obviously, I wash my face, brush my teeth, do all of that stuff, and kind of just start getting myself ready if I got to go to work the next day or whatever. I kind of take that time for myself because I am long-winded. I'm a long-winded morning person.
Yeah.
Like long-winded. Like taking my time doing Rochelle, you are too?
Me too.
Yeah. So that's why you got to get up early because you need all of those hours to prepare. Like all of those hours to prepare. So yeah, I think morning rituals are good. Like
they're important. They're super important.
They are.
Sometimes, like I like to drink coffee, but I have stomach issues, so sometimes I'm like, I need a detox. Let me have some water instead. But like even coffee is a ritual, and I feel like some days when you don't have that morning breathing, you don't have your meditation. It's like me when I don't have coffee in the morning. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm like opening the door the wrong way and like walking out the building the wrong way. So that's also
so important. Miranda, tell the femmes who want to start a business, because you have several. So tell the femmes what steps they can do to start a business. Because everyone right now is considering entrepreneurship, and I think it's great. I think it's amazing. I just want to say this, femmes. If you do work a 9 to 5, and if you are unhappy in that 9 to 5, if you feel like it's like this shadow over my face I don't like. If you feel like you are unhappy, you feel stuck, you feel trapped, it is definitely time to consider opening or starting a business plan. Just start having a conversation and writing it down and just like really starting to focus on what you want to do. Because back when our parents were younger or raising us, all we saw was them going to go work a job. I'm gonna tell you, ever since I was young, I had a problem with that. I had a problem with having to be somewhere at a certain time every single day. Like that right there, I just didn't like it. And that was one of the reasons why I decided to work for myself, because I didn't want to have to like be somewhere at a certain time every single day. I honestly think it's kind of unhealthy.
It is. I think it's very unhealthy.
I think it's something that I don't know the best word to describe it, but it seems like
it's structured to keep us in line with like what society
is supposed to be. It's like always a hierarchy.
Yes.
And it's kind of like we're following that thing.
Yeah.
And this is one thing I encourage my daughter: get all of the stuff you need to learn out of that business, out of that corporate business that she works at right now, and then start wrapping it on up, because you don't want to get stuck in that 9 to 5. But yes, tell the femmes anything that you think that would be a needed tool for them to start a business.
So I say, if you have something that speaks to you, and you have an idea, even a general idea of what you want to do, what kind of business you want to open, do all the research you can on that business. Come up with numbers and some kind of projections. Have like a USB, like a flash drive, but like have almost a presentation ready to go at any time. Carry that with you everywhere you go, because number one, you don't know who you're going to meet at any given time, and number two, you need to look up investors. If you don't have capital to invest in your business and go open something and you need money, that's why that's going to come in handy. There are people called angel investors, and they will be like a silent partner, silent investor. You can there's grants out there for single moms. There's so many things that you just have to stop holding yourself back and look into everything, because there's a lot of people that can help you, and there are sources out there. So,
and they also have grants for us like minorities. And, women, minorities, and things like that too. So I think this is the year. It's been the year of the entrepreneur. It's been like that for a minute, and this is something that I'm going to continue the podcast more about, is having, this is the rise of the woman.
Yes.
And every woman needs to have, or should start thinking about that extra that they need, to live that lifestyle that they want, have what they want, feel free, and don't feel like they need to be dependent on another person for their lifestyle. Right. So that's one of the things I want to continue talking about, is helping women with the tools they need to start.
Yes, and get the negative voices out of your head. Like, don't listen to those negative voices; they'll hold you down forever.
Do not. So, Miranda, we're dating. Are we doing anything juicy? We got anything juicy happening?
Juicy. I am just worried about money. I want to work. I want to build new businesses.
Dating the money.
I'm dating the money.
Dating the money, honey.
Yes. There's so much eye candy, especially around Miami. Like, there's so much to do.
Girl, I got tunnel vision, though.
Exactly. Listen. Exactly. I'm walking around the streets. I'm either looking in my phone or I am looking like that with no peripheral. There's like no peripheral.
It really is so much eye candy here. It's like ridiculous. I just be like, But I got my bag. I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
I do be looking like, what's happening over there? Girl, me and Shay go out sometimes and have drinks and stuff. We be kind of like, did you see that? Did you see that? What happened over there? But I just be admiring that everyone is like so beautiful here. They make sure they work out. It's like, do y'all just eat salad all day?
I know.
Salad all day. So anyway, so what's your type, Miranda?
My type, it's a feeling, it's an energy, it's a vibe.
Yes.
It's like I really don't have one specific type. I've dated so many like different kinds of people from all over the world. But I can't even say. You can ask my parents and they'll be like, this, that, over there, that's that country, like everybody from everywhere. It's just a feeling, like it's a look. When you look into somebody's eyes and you just get like drawn in, that's what gets
me. Like that though. I feel like more women should be more open to exploring not just what they know.
Yes.
Not just, okay, I'm African American, I'm just dating African American. I don't think anything's wrong with exploring and dating, out of your race or out of a different country, or just, just doing something different. It doesn't have to be the same. You never know how that person's going to treat you.
Exactly.
You just never know how that person is going to treat you. You just never know. So ladies, femmes, be open. Yes. Be open to different energies. Be open to different cultures. All of that stuff.
That's the fun part, though. Dating someone from a different culture, like
it really is.
You learn the most. Those are some of the most beautiful experiences because they open doors to you, and like you see different things, and you learn different things. Eat different food. Like I'm about the food. I want to eat different people's food.
Everybody here, mommy. I'm like, don't call me mommy again. I'm gonna jump on you. Don't. Nah. Mommy, like what? It's so funny. It's so true though. It's so true. Yeah. Nobody's called you that yet.
No, but everybody talks to me in Spanish and I don't speak Spanish. So everybody
just probably think you Spanish or something.
But my whole life everybody thought I'm Spanish. I have some Spaniard long down the line, but that's it. Like I don't speak Spanish.
You don't speak Spanish.
Back in the day, I could sing some Mark Anthony.
I'm considering. I'm actually looking into learning a new language.
Me too.
I have to. I feel like
me too.
That's another thing, femmes. I challenge you, ladies, to learn a new language. I don't care what it is. Learn a new language. Like I definitely want to learn Spanish, and I definitely want to learn French.
Yeah.
Those are like on my two top list.
Well, my children's father is Arabic, so I for the longest time wanted to learn Arabic, but Arabic is like,
is it hard?
Oh yes, because there's so
it looks like
Spanish has a few different dialects. Arabic has like insane amount of
Really?
dialects. Like, it's crazy.
I love to see the handwriting, the
Yes,
script.
yes,
I love
and
it.
they
It's so pretty.
go the opposite. Like we
Mhm.
go from left to right, they go
From right to left. Really?
Yeah.
You should probably try
I
anyway.
should try. I tried. I downloaded Rosetta Stone and I tried for
So
like a day or two.
they
but
have a
it
new
didn't-
one. I'm gonna have to tell you what I think it's called Babylon.
Babel.
Something like
Babylon.
Babylon.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's Babylon. So yeah, I think that's a really good app to use. And what else is good? It was another one someone was telling me about, but I think I'm just gonna get a teacher.
Yeah,
I think
that's the best thing.
Yeah, I don't think I can do like sitting and like actually like looking on my phone trying to, I want someone to be like, do this, write this.
Yes.
Yeah, I want that. I want the old school when you would like in middle school teaching.
Yeah, because you can't ask the app a question. You're like,
Right.
what does this
like,
mean?
What happened? What? So Miranda, what can you tell the femmes? Like, give them some things that they can do to feel more feminine, sexy, you know, more like that. You know, that thing that we do.
You know what? I like to be, when I'm alone and I'm feeling myself, even if I'm not feeling myself, but I have some free time on my hands, do your makeup, do your hair, put on your favorite outfit, take some pictures. Even if you're not going to post them on social media, just to have them and look at them and be like, wow, like I'm beautiful. So like when those insecurities creep up in your head when you're in social situations or you're just caught off guard and you kind of clam up, you just look at that picture and you're like, why am I being like this? Like,
why
look
am I
at
not
me.
acting like this? Yeah, look at me.
Like just love yourself.
Yes, just love yourself. I love that. I love that. So, Miranda.
Yes.
Tell me 5 places you want to go. And I want to know where you see yourself in the next like 5 years. Married again, children, like what do you tell me? And you know what? This is another thing. Tell me how you're gonna get there.
Okay, definitely not married. I don't see myself married in the next 5 years. Maybe in the future. I feel like if I get married again, I'm gonna be like one of those people in their 50s that get married later in life.
Okay.
But who knows? Because things happen when you least expect it.
Yeah.
But definitely no marriage right now.
Okay.
In the next 5 years, more businesses, more stability, a home, because right now I am all over the place and I don't really know where home is.
Right.
So
you're figuring it out though.
Yeah, I'm figuring it out. I just want to get to a place where I have my kids with their normal routines and I have a normal routine and well, not too much of a routine because I like being all over the place.
You do.
I do. I like being busy. I like it. I like it.
Shay, you're a Capricorn. You like being all over the place?
It's kind of comforting.
I feel like Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, they like being all over the place.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It is fun. And then like I feel like when you do have your routine constantly, you kind of get bored. And it's like, all right, what am I doing now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's kind of, I like to switch up, like the surprise of things falling apart and then putting them back together.
Like I'm literally bouncing all over the East Coast and people are like, when are you going to be home? What day? And I'm like, I can't tell you what day.
I don't know. I can't commit.
When's the next time you're going to be in Florida? I don't know. I can't tell you a specific day. It just happens when it happens. Like,
can't commit. Just don't want to commit. Don't hold me to anything.
You won't get more than a day's notice for sure.
Don't hold me to anything. I swear, it's life is an amazing thing. It really is.
Yeah, you know what? That was part of my awakening too. Was life is so short and it's so cliched. People say it all the time, but when you go through such a traumatic experience and you're like, wow, life really is so short. People die young every day, and you're like, I need to live my life.
Yes.
Like I need to do me.
Absolutely. No, do me is like really like the people say I'm gonna do me. Do they really be doing me?
No.
People don't be doing them.
No, they don't.
They don't be doing
No, they don't. They do them for social media.
I encourage everyone to do them. Do them. Do what you need to do for yourself. Do you, boo. Like, literally do you.
Do
like,
what makes you happy.
People say that all the time, and you really don't. They just sit there and just,
you know what? I think that they haven't had their moment. That's why they think that they're in that moment and they're happy, but deep down, they know when they go to bed at night, they're missing something.
Yeah. And tap into that part. That part, you got to listen to that part. That's a part of your intuition.
It is.
It's like telling you, like, listen to me, listen, feed me, I need you. Listen to me, get out there, do something. That thing that I always say this, like, whatever that thing is that you can't stop thinking about, go after it. Whatever that thing is that you cannot stop thinking about, you just have to go after it. Like, I don't want to be like, I envision myself when I get older, when it's time for me to cross over and all of that stuff. I really envision me just saying, I don't regret nothing.
Right.
Not even them dumb mistakes.
No.
None of them dumb mistakes, decisions, none of that.
It's so funny you're saying this. I remember seeing some video on YouTube years ago, and this kid went around in nursing homes and he was asking the people in the nursing homes, what do you regret in life? And they 9 times out of 10 said the things I didn't do. Whatever you want to do, go do it.
Yeah.
So true.
It's very true. It's very true. What are one of the things you want to see yourself do in the future? I'll tell you mine. Tell me yours, I'll tell you mine.
Okay. I guess travel a little more, not to live because my kids are young. Maybe when my kids are older and they're doing their thing, just take like 6 months away, like a time out and go travel. Backpack. I want a backpack. Like, I would love the backpack.
Like, I'm gonna wait till I get like a little bit older, but
right, like a little older. Your kids are good. You know that they're like they have their own families. Right? Like, let me just go on a sabbatical. Let me throw my ID and some money in a backpack, grab a one-way ticket, and just like point my finger. Boom, I'm going there.
Yeah.
Like, toss.
I think as soon as my son turns 20, I'm like,
yeah. And like, that's when you meet the coolest people too. Like, just random. Like, don't go with anybody. I like to travel alone.
I did.
People ask me all the time.
I did like to travel alone. I did like to travel alone. I don't now. It's kind of like a little bit sketchy because it's like all of the like stuff you hear about, like trafficking and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
And I happen to think I look young.
Yeah, you definitely look young.
I happen
definitely.
I happen to think I look like a kid. And you know, I don't want to be nobody's, prime real estate right about them. But yeah, I used to travel like all the time by myself. Yeah. Like, just forget it. No one can go. Let me just go hang out. Yeah. But I think that's a great thing. Traveling is something that you pay for once, but it will always stay with you.
Oh, it like make memories, not things. Like,
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I think that's more of what I want to invest my money and time into, more traveling than
you're going to be doing femme podcasts in
let me tell you something.
Wherever.
When I travel, I am definitely doing my podcasting everywhere I go. This is something that I love to do. I absolutely love it. Love it. Love it. I do want to shout out one of my films, Sherrod. I love you, girl. She literally just sent me a message. I love you. I'm bringing your hoodie to Baltimore, and you get a hat, and you get your cute bag. Shout out to Sherrod. I love her. What was I getting ready to say? Okay, so one of the things that I would like to do is, and I don't know how much work this will be for me. I just kind of been reading and researching a little bit. But what I would like to do is buy an old villa in Italy. It's like a community where they sell like dollar homes, and you have to like bid, like put down about $5,000 on it. It's like dollar home, but then you got to pay like the taxes and all that little stuff or whatever. And I would like to gut that out and make it like a wedding, like a place where people have weddings or they stay for weddings and stuff like that, because I think Italy is one of the most beautiful places. Yeah. So that's one of my things on my to-do list to do. Not right now, but maybe in the next like 5 years, I want to do something.
You
like
should
that.
definitely.
But I do know that I have to go over there and stay.
Yeah.
So it's not something I can do right this second because I can't commit to staying over there right now. But yeah, I can see myself
Well, then
staying.
you better put Italian on the list.
Yeah.
You better put Italian as a language
I'm
on
gonna
that
have to.
list.
You're right.
Yeah.
Why did I think about that? I'm gonna have to send you. I'm gonna have to send you the link. But that's one of the things that I want to do. I've always wanted to take like something old and make it into something new.
That's beautiful.
My bug is actually very heavy into that. So it's amazing to see how something's that is like so ugly. You be like, "Ooh, what is that gray big?" And then it comes out to be something so beautiful.
Isn't
it's
that
like,
the thing? You know what?
Wow.
It's so funny. My family is into excavating and construction, and when my dad does jobs on people's houses, it's so funny because the homeowners will come around and they're like halfway through, and it's like, no, go away, go away. When I was doing that to my store and I was building up the new space. Everybody came in and they're like, what are you doing in here? Like, what's going on? And I would tell them my bizarre ideas. To them, it was bizarre, but I had a vision and you see it and you're like, it makes sense to me. And when it's done, it's beautiful.
Right.
In the beginning, it's a little sketchy.
It's a little sketchy. It's like scary.
It's
sketchy, scary. It's like, ooh, why did I get myself in this? Can I back up? Can I back out? I can't back out.
Gotta keep going.
I mean, I just can't wait to do stuff like that. Maybe get into developing. You know, I just can't wait to do things like that. That's what I can see myself. I can see myself doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like getting into that kind of work.
I could so see you doing that.
I know. I can see knocking at walls and shit. Handling stuff. What they call it when you
demo.
Doing
Some demo.
Yeah,
grab a sledgehammer, get in there.
Yeah, like that lady cursed me off that.
They have those rooms. What a great business idea. They
That
have
is
the
a good
rooms.
business idea.
They have those rooms.
You can take your stress out of
where
the walls.
you just take like a literally bat sledgehammer and you beat everything up.
Yeah, I have heard of something like
Yeah, they have like
People
and glass
come up
dishes.
with all kinds of stuff.
They have like the china cabinets. You could break all the dishes in the china cabinet. Like what? Like, people pay for that. I mean, I'll open that business.
You think that's funny?
Pay for that.
You'll pay for it, Shay? I'll pay for it.
I mean, sometimes someone makes you really mad, and you just do want to like scream and hit something. Like,
you do.
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah.
I know Britain does sometimes. You need to definitely go to one. But you have to sign him up ASAP. People love it. Oh, we gotta sign him up ASAP. ASAP.
Oh.
So Miranda, tell the femmes like where they can find you. You know, if they want to come to the store, you got to give them exact detail.
Okay.
Where they find you on Instagram. You know, everything like that. And also, Miranda you kind of like buy small vendors for your store.
I do. I love to
yeah.
even shop small for my store. So if any of you femmes have like your own brand of stuff, you want to make you make candles, anything. Like I sell crystals, I sell candles, I sell sage bundles. I'm into like a little bit of snacks. Like I like having international snacks. I buy a lot of stuff that comes in from Israel and Turkey, Morocco, like cool
nice.
Stuff.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I have a little bit of furniture and home decor, some macrame stuff. Love macrame right now.
Yes.
Like big fun dream catchers. Just like it's just fun, pretty, feminine, good energy vibes. So if any of you guys have anything, look me up. My boutique is called L&M Boutique. You can find me on Facebook at L&M Boutique Poconos. And my Instagram
get the Instagram out.
Instagram, because my Instagram is like, I just started on Instagram. So
do your shameless
plug. L_and M_boutique. And you'll see all the fun stuff. I try to post I try to post everything that I got, but there's lots in store. So we were in the Poconos. We're by Lake Wallenpaupack in Pennsylvania. And look us up.
I love it. Thank you so much, Miranda, for being here. I'm so mad that we didn't get to go to dinner.
I know.
But I think this was better than dinner.
This was good. This was way better than dinner.
Popping.
Yeah, this was awesome.
Popping. We wouldn't be able to do all of this stuff at dinner.
No.
We would have been just
we'd be distracted, trying to take pictures of food, everything.
Yeah.
This is great.
This was bomb.
Thank you for having me
Films,
on.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you
being
for listening,
here.
fans.
Thank you for all the films that are live with us. I'm actually going to get the footage edited and the real video will be put up by tomorrow. Films, I so love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the year 2022. This is the year of money, growth, everything positive. We're not doing anything negative. We're not bringing none of that stuff over in 2022. Yes, honey, we got a toast
new
to
friends, new
that.
Money. Hashtag new friends, new money.
New friends, new money. That is a good hashtag. Yeah. New friends, new money. Films. If you want to come be a part of the femininity community. Oh, I had too much of this. The femininity community. Text 305-614-1916 to become a part. All you got to do is text the word femininity, and I will see you guys next Monday. I loved it.
Oh, this was great. This was fun.
So much fun. It was great.
Love it. Yeah.
That was so much fun.
I went to take a sip of this, and I had a little friend floating in there.
No way. I'm not in there.
I
got one cold in mine. Oh, okay.
That was fun. Thank you for having me on.
It was great.
That was good. I am sweating.
You're
not sweating anymore?